quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 20 carries, 125 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile of yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Elliott. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
They'll find Lindsey here. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And some room to work. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 48 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Everyone see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. Garibay's kick is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. Well, guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quick.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Steps away. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Cowboys at 4 and 8 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go to Mark Part,
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
the last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Garabay's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put in the end zone, we're right back to even.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now stands at 13. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They go play fake. Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Mahomes going to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 13-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. To try again after the sack. Prescott. Snead's got it. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up.
That's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Outright and brought in by Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield, here's Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chase Claypool, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Prescott to throw this time. Caught by, and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? That's my turn now to make.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Sky Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker on for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Mahomes eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs, and that's how he picked himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Play action now, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From the 36, Mahomes. Completion here to Claypool. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mahomes firing complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And the lead is up to 5. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Loose inside the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Arlington. 2nd and 8. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Mahomes throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed it.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go to Elliott again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. It's complete to Sneed. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will make this a 4-point game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Well, the Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Now, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Oh, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsey. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Inside give to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 11. A minute 47 on the clock. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Elliott running right. They find some open field here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another carry tonight for the workhorse, Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Garibay on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. And now all eyes shift over to the Chiefs. Trailing in this one now. 34 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Mahomes. He's got Claypool. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.